want utopia, that's it.
Yes.
Well, you don't have to force to make any decisions other than you already desire. Well, that's a marvelous place. So we got to tune in to God. Tell your neighbor we got to tune in. Let's talk about all night. Said I toiled all night. We're going to connect it. We're going to connect it. He toiled all night. Let me just tell you what all night means to me. This is what I know. So maybe this will help you out. This process is where we become naked and ashamed. Where you have no more pride or security in what you can conjure up. Where you have come to the wit's end, as Psalms 104 says, wit's end. We got to come to the point where there is a wit's end. Where you no longer have to get these secret solutions, these formulas that we try to come up with, and we bring it to God and say, God bless it. Anybody been there before? Okay, 2 hands. I've been there before. Put something together and say, God, this is for me. This is for me. You don't know that, but this is for me. This is the process where we become naked and ashamed. You will never understand the magnitude of God's assignment upon your life until you're stripped of every scent of selfishness. Because God always worked in the night. Remember Genesis kind? Remember that? From evening to morning is the first day. And he did it 7 times. Because God is always working when there's less light. He don't need your help. He don't need, put it this way, he needs your help. He needs you to agree with him so things can come to completion, because that's a part of being submitted and yielded to him. But he don't need your origin.
Come on.
He don't need you to come up with the idea. All he needs to do in the night is to work out that idea in you.
Come on.
Because these are the moments when God will help you to die out to your own reputation in order to gain the knowledge of what he's reserved for you. These are the moments when God will help you to die out to your own reputation in order to gain the knowledge of what he has reserved for you. Remember Jacob? Y'all remember the guy Jacob in the Old Testament? Remember he was a slickster. Amen. If he seen something, he went for it. Am I right? He smelled that polish and said, I want some. Mama told him what he needed to do to get it. Oh boy, that'll preach. He went ahead and did what he did to get it. Put on a fake hair and all that other stuff. And he got it. Then one time, he got the blessing, but when he got the pottage, he had to tell Esau, he said, Esau, let me go this and, I'm going to show you how to hook it up for daddy. And so he got the blessing and the birthright. Am I right? But that wasn't enough. He had to wrestle all night. Until the break of day. Get what I'm saying? He had to die out to his own reputation in order to get what God had reserved for him. That's what God has to do with some of us. That's the same thing happened to Moses and when they came out of Egypt. He brought them to a dark place. They went all night, and they were faced with, if they looked behind them, it was the Egyptians. If they looked ahead of them, there was the Red Sea. That's what God works. He works in tight places.
Yeah.
Like this old saint say, he's never on time. The time we want. May not come when you want him, but he's always on time. That's the word. Because it's really not about us. I know they told you, get saved, get sanctified, get filled with the Holy Ghost, believe God for so-and-so, and all things come to those that wait. Okay. They didn't tell you about the hill in the hallways. They didn't tell you about, you know what I'm saying, that sometimes the light bulb don't come on. They don't tell you all that stuff. Sometimes you just don't understand life. Sometimes you end up having more questions than answers. That's all a part of the night. Why you put me with him? Why you put me with her? Why you got me in that church? It's uncomfortable. But you don't even understand that sometimes it's not necessarily the church is uncomfortable, it's your ways that are uncomfortable.
Come on.
Because we don't have the order that's necessary. Go to Job 10. Let me show you something. Job 10:22. I hope y'all getting something this morning. I'm really trying to, not necessarily, I'm doing some therapeutic work. I'm really not trying to sedate you. I'm trying to adjust you so that you can get repositioned in your thinking, because ultimately the whole issue has to do with the way we perceive things. I haven't had enough nights, I don't want another one. But the mornings are such a blessing that I can see later. How many know you don't see when you're in the trial? Help me out, y'all. You don't know what's going on when you're in the trial. All you hear is everything, the motive, you know, the unsteadiness, the staggering, the complaining. Oh, anybody wants to say? God ain't offended by none of that. He's not offended at all. Job's whole contrast with him didn't offend God. Because ultimately God said, I'm sorry. It's when God says he's sorry. Look at this. Job 10:22 says, a land what?
A land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
Y'all understand? That's an awesome statement. I told y'all, it's like 3 books I really love, like Job and Song of Solomon and the Book of Revelation. I think he just got pictures all over the place. A land of darkness, darkness itself. In other words, the land, not only is it a land of darkness, but darkness is dark. It's a gross darkness. Remember? It's a gross darkness. And of the shadow of death, we already know what that is, don't we? We already know what Psalm 23 says, right? Yeah, we go through the shadow of death, don't we? We said a long time ago, the shadow of death is what? Carnal mind. Remember? The carnal mind. To be spiritually minded is life and peace. To be carnal minded is death. That's just it. So, the shadow of death is the carnal mind. So, without any order, where? Because in our mind. You can be in a place of blessing, but it's still nothing but darkness. And the reason why it's still dark is because you have no order. And where the light is, that's darkness. So the light that we have has become darkness. Okay, I'm going to have to try to bring this down for y'all. This is pretty easy stuff. It's really, there's a land. My inheritance has darkness. My inheritance is not supposed to have no darkness. The only reason why darkness resides over the land is because I have no order.